Morning everyone, it is the cool fine day, raining in the morning. Oops, I need to navigate, hang on. An accident. Alright, anyway. This morning I thought about talking to you about size and proportions. Size and proportions when you draw. Usually when you look at the drawing, a student's drawing, say for example a pencil holder, usually these holders, when they draw, they are always out of proportion, grossly out of proportion. So let me explain to you. So imagine if you take a pencil, a real pencil, not really new, about 20 centimeters tall, 200 mm, and you multiply that pencil by 5 and you get 1 meter, which is 100 centimeters. So imagine a holder that is 5 times the height of a pencil, a 1 meter holder. Now you must be thinking, no way I'm going to have a 1 meter tall holder, right? But hang on. So if you multiply the pencil by 5, the height by 5, and you get 1 meter. And imagine if you have a pencil holder that is 1 meter in height in your room, on your study table. Huge. Humorous, right? Funny, right? You laugh at this, but when you look at your drawing holder that you draw, you are actually designing a pencil holder that is at least a meter height on the table. Now some students want to hold 20 pencils. Very ambitious. So because they need to squeeze 20 pencils in a little box which they design somehow, they need to draw small. This time the pencils are not 5 times smaller, they are 10 times smaller, or 10 times shorter than the height of the holder that they draw. Now if you do that, you squeeze all the tiny little pencils, the 20 of them into the holder, then essentially if you multiply the pencil by 10, you get 2 meters. If you're not aware of that, if you make that pencil holder, your pencil holder will be 2 meters in height. 2. Taller than me. I'm 178 centimeters tall, 1.78 meters. If you look at your teachers, look at their height, conservatively, the pencil holder will be about the height of your teacher. Slightly smaller than the metal cabinet. Cool, right? A metal cabinet size pencil holder in your room, on your study table. Best. So what I want to tell you is this: when you draw, you have to note the relative size between the items and the object, the design and the items that you draw. You must know. You must not know only the quantity. You must know that if you design a pencil holder, you must know how many pencils you're going to hold, know the dimensions. If you want to design an egg holder, know the size of the egg, how many eggs you want to hold. Basic. But what I just told you is another very common problem in the students' work. There are many common problems. This is just one of them. Note and be aware of the relative size between the design and the items that you draw that will fit in your design. Okay? As a general guide, if you want to make a pencil holder or a paper clip holder or any stationery holder, the size of the item should not be more than, maybe I should say, the size of the design, the height of the design should not be more than 1.5 times the size of the product, of the item that you want to hold. Approximately palm size, okay? If I confused you the 1.5 times or whatever, I think I confused myself too, but anyway, the product that you draw should be about the size of a palm, and the items that you plan to store should be around those sizes. If it's a pencil, then much taller, but not twice the height, 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 times. Okay, so you must remember that. Draw, measure, estimate, and project that in real life, and understand how big that will be when you make. Okay, so that's all for now about size and proportions. It's a rainy day, cool day, fine day. Learn well, eat well, sketch well, and do well. Okay, that's all for now. Bye. Cheers.